spent the last 2 or 3 hours out here. Well, I mowed here at my house on Friday and I did it again today, and I did it at 90 degrees to the other cut, and they were already both at 45s. Or did I do it at 180? I did it at 90. 180 would be the same thing. And it looks great. I love that crosshatch pattern it gives it. Also cut grass over there. Neither one of them were that bad. I only took off about 2 hopperfuls of grass here. I don't catch over there anymore. I just took some seedage off the top of it. It's supposed to rain a good bit tonight and then for the next 8 days with 90% chances as several of those days. So screw that. I don't want to have 4 yards that are all 4 feet high that then need to be cut at the same time. So 2 are now done right before the start of that. He moves out next Monday, so I'm going to try to do it this upcoming weekend, so it looks nice for the new people, and then I think I'm washing my hands with that place, and that one's never that terrible. So welcome to Monday, new week. I had my exam today at 12:05. I was in there about 12:02. It was 12:45 before I started. Terrible service from Proctor U. It was just a very poor experience. It was the same as the midterm, this exam. 44 questions, 40 of them were multiple guess or true false, 4 extended response. Did okay, we passed the class, we're done. That leaves 2 exams. I just used the study guide, put a bunch of notes on there for the one tomorrow, business case sustainability. I'm not really worried about that one. It's like 20-25 questions, half hour, open book. How bad can it be? We'll get that done tomorrow night, no problem. Wednesday is going to be the real shit kicker, 12:45 to 3, business finance. That one's going to blow chunks, but then we're done with this semester, thank God. I'm going to film the beauties of spring in Ohio as I give you an update on the M5. So Kenan came over here about 2:15. We headed over to Lyric Motorsport. I walked in hoping to hear a freshly rebuilt S62 run, and as soon as I walked in I knew that wasn't going to happen because the transmission was sitting on the ground again. I'm like, oh shit, well that was in there and now it's out, and for him to go through that much labor and pain in the ass of removing the transmission, something's gone wrong. So my first thing was, well, I hope the engine doesn't have to come back out. Nope. Found out that since the system was pressurized over the weekend, the cooling system was pressurized over the weekend, they had discovered a leak somewhere on the back of the engine. So the transmission had to come down, just pull all those bolts out again. I'm guessing they'll may have to put a new gasket in there, or since it was only on there a couple days, I don't know what the status of that is. They probably have those things in stock anyways. But he had it down, he had it fixed in like an hour, he said. So that leak has been fixed, whatever it was. Transmission, clutch, flywheel, that'll be put back together. Probably is by now. Drive shaft will be put in, and tomorrow will be the first start and running of the engine. Ken and I are going to head in around 3 o'clock, I think, and check things out. They're going to do it without the exhaust on, then put the exhaust on later. I mean, in theory, the car could be totally drivable and buttoned up at the end of tomorrow. That's unlikely. I don't know. There's just so much else going on there right now. Hopefully by Wednesday, then it needs an alignment, a little bit of clutch bedding, and driving on their part to make sure everything works. Then I get it back. I need to get 500 miles on that pig soon, and he gave me a printout of instructions on how to break in the clutch from BMW, so I'll follow those to some extent. But we've got beautiful leaves coming in here. That tree always fools me. I think it's dead. It's always the last one to light up green. It's 1:42. I've been FaceTiming with Megan for a little bit. I fell asleep for a little bit. I watched Suits for a little bit. I watched Miami beat Toronto, and then I watched the Portland Trailblazers come out to a 16-2 lead over Golden State. They tied it up at the end of fourth quarter, forced overtime. Steph Curry ended up with 40 points in 25 minutes of playing, and the Warriors won by 8 or 10. Unbelievable how he can just run down there, not even look at the freaking rim, and hoist up threes from midcourt. It's insane. So now I think Golden State leads 3-1 with Portland. They'll probably be back in Oakland on Wednesday and finish up that series on Wednesday, and then they'll move on to play the winner of San Antonio or Oklahoma City Thunder. Cleveland will be playing the winner of Toronto-Miami, which is now tied. That could go either way. I would rather see Toronto come out on top, but if Miami did, then there would be the LeBron James and Dwayne Wade playoff matchup, which could be cool. Anyways, I updated you on the car today. I mowed the 2 yards. I took the exam. I studied for the exam that's tomorrow night at 6:35. somewhere between 20 and 30 questions, 1 minute per question. I did the study guide, I answered everything he told us to know on that. I'm gonna go do some emails, I'm gonna take a shower, I'm gonna go to bed. Tomorrow I don't have a lot going on until 3, we'll check on the car at 3. Before then, if it's dry, I'll attempt to mow 1 yard. If it's wet, I'll do some work around the house or find something to do. That will not be difficult. I'm going to bed, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow on Tuesday. Good night.